My dear student, welcome to my channel. Before going to the subject, I am just requesting you to subscribe the channel and you must watch the video. So today's topic is on writing skill, and today I am going to discuss on precise writing. It is a very vital writing and it is very important and very much necessary for the students of class 12 and especially for those who are taking preparation for various examination for building their career. Okay. So now today I am going to discuss on precise writing, how we will draft precise. First of all, you know very well, a passage will be given to draft a precise, and first of all you have to read the passage at least thrice, and after reading several times you have to understand about what the passage is going to discuss, because you have to select a title from this passage, and accordingly you have to create a title depending on this passage within 4 or 5 words. Okay. Next, you must remind when you will read the passage, you have to underline some parts of the passage, some lines of the passage which are very important, okay, and which directly connect the main theme. So you have to underline the main points of this passage. When you are reading, when you are going through the passage, you have to underline the main points as I have highlighted here, and you may underline those points, those main points. After reading several times and after choosing the main points from this passage, whatever I have done here, you can notice I have given a title main points, and the main points of whatever I have underlined or highlighted in the passage, the main points has been here I have given. So these are the main points. When you have chosen the main points, depending on those main points, you have to draft a passage. You have to draft a passage, and must remind the passage which you will draft must be 1/3 of the original passage. Must be 1/3 of the original passage. This is the original passage, and the passage which you will draft must be 1/3. And when you will draft the precise, the passage must be in simple colloquial language, and try to write the passage in your own words. Okay, and depending on the main points, you have to write down the draft. You have to write down the precise. That is, you must remind you have to write the passage 1/3 of the original passage, and it has been entitled as rough draft because you can change here. After writing the passage, if you notice that the passage, the words whatever you have chosen, you can change here. You can subtract some words if you need, and you can add some words if you need. So accordingly you can do that, and after taking some correction, the rough draft is ready for final draft. Okay, rough draft is ready for final draft. When you write the final draft, final precise, then you have to follow this structure, and the heading must be final draft of the precise, and whatever I have told initially, that you have to write down the suitable title of the passage. You have to choose within 4 or 5 words. So your title must be within 4 or 5 words, and within 4 or 5 words you have to choose the title. Here I have chosen a title depending on the passage, work first, money next. Then you have to draw the structure whatever I given. I have drawn a structure like that. I have drafted here, I have drawn here 5 column and some rows according to my need. Okay, and whatever I have written in the rough draft, I just copy the rough draft in the final draft of the Precis, and each word will be in one room. You can use one room for one word, and just copy the rough draft of the passage in the final draft, but remind you have to use one room for one word. And in this process you can copy the Precis here according to your need, and when you will finish the Precis, that is when we will already completed the Precis, then you can notice how many words your Precis have. How many words your Precis have? How? Here you can notice 5 columns and rows are 15. So 15 5s are 75. So your Precis is of 75. Then you can make the examiner realize that your Precis is on 75 words. So this is the process to draft a Precis writing, and the examiner will only check the final draft, and he or she will realize easily how many words you have used to compose the Precis writing. So this is the process. I think all of you like the video, and whatever I have told at the beginning, this video is really very helpful to you, and if you like it, please subscribe the channel and share the video among your friends.